Okay. At the analyst desk now. Yay. Yep, we got the 63E against the 26th Regiment tonight. And you got the roster correct, I sent?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'll try to see if I could see any names I know. Because with the 26, they're led by Spacey, Perfect Name, and Two Tones 2, with the rest of the roster being Ben, a different Ben from KRA, Big Hunk, Biza, Cheeky Fox, Crow, Darth Perko, Deadly, Derp, Destroyer, Gemma, Joyce, Legion, Lemony, Marius Various, Momo, Patty McGinnis, Pancake, Rico, Sirman, Soup, Stel R. Toyce, Texan Greg, Toast, Tefat, Warhog, and Zed Doctor. And that's everyone from the 26. And you're able to read the 63E names. There's going to be a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, you want me to read them up?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Matt Robes, Jacob T, and Cutlash are your three leaders, and of course the rest of the roster is made up of two noobs, one cup, Alaskan, Belayo, Bordeaux, Karl Marx, Cat Dog, Cerberus, DeJob, Dodge, Equal, Ethan, Fires, Forgotten Sauce, Goofy Goober, Getter Shredster, I believe.
Yeah, you
I'm not sure about that one. I'm gonna hope that was the right pronunciation. Hank Hill, Hoovy, insert unsurname, J. Jeff King, Christopher, Kusa, Lawfather, Man the Riley, Mappin, Matachui, Misha, Not a Cool Guy, Outspace, Pears, Puda's Love, Proud Toe, Russian Grumbler, Russian Partisan, Sensastar, Shakul, Sir Juan, Smokiest Lemming, Soviet Jesus, Starblazer, Toasted, Hubsters, Utility Chicken, VHA, Zoft, and Zen.
So both teams have a lot in their rosters, so they should be getting people coming in. Looks like they are coming into the server right now. So what do you expect for this match?
Well, I say honestly, the 63 having so many members does give me a little bit of confidence amongst them. You know, you've got a large group to draw from, means you can kind of mess around with your roster a little bit based upon who you think you're going to end up fighting. Maybe you've got one person who's really, really good against, say, Spacey, you know, and you're going to make sure that they're definitely in your roster today. But of course, the 26th is a fantastic regiment, has a lot of great talent. So we'll have to see how this ultimately shakes out.
Was it this past Friday when it was 77 versus KRA? There wasn't that much of melee to happen. It seemed like the round ended before they really got into melee, but it might be different with these two teams because I think I remember seeing some meleeers from the 63E, like Equal, I think if I remember right, is really a really good melee. Hank Hill? I'm trying to remember some names if they ever did the like melee tournament scene.
Oh yeah, I mean, this one definitely seems like it could be a bit more melee heavy than some of the previous matches.
I could see that too. And I'm trying to see. I just saw that the bounce will be set to 10 for each team. So that's about max amount they're allowed to have on the map. But they can bench out players, or if some more people come in, have the balance increase a little bit more. And looks like the 26 has more people on the server than the 63E.
Yeah, it looks like they have maybe 4 extra players right now, so they could be planning for some alternates.
Nice. If I remember, yeah, Mass Guardian looks like he's one of the refs. I can't remember who's all refing for the 63 for this match, because there is another match going on between the 45E. 45E against the 22 LR, which is the 8th LR and NR22 put together, just for the NWL. Let's see, try to remember. So the match should be starting to once they get the last couple people in, and it's almost that time. Really excited for this one since Even though the KRA 77th went with a sweep of KRA 7-0 against 77th. And then what was Saturday's match? That was KSG versus. Oh, who was it? Who was it? Whoops. Actually, I'm trying to look up who did the. Oh, TRB against KSG. I'm trying to remember who won that one.
TRB won that 5-2, I believe.
It was 5-2. Okay. I don't remember because KSG is kind of a new regiment, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And then TRB had a decent amount of people kind of split off, but they still had a team go on, able to still do well since they've done well in NWL before.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of experience with some of these teams, having taken part in this tournament quite a few times.
Let's see. Should be. So match should be starting very soon. I'd like to still give a big thanks to BMG Hosting for sponsoring the servers. Good old Big Mamba and Ban. Try to think.
And we should. I don't know why they haven't quite started yet. It does look like we have enough people in on each side, so it should be soon.
Yep. I think it's just also the refs making sure the configs are correct for when they go free roam.
Yeah.
Okay. And 26 just said they were ready for Momo and oh no, Momo. Sorry, I was just looking. It's like, oh, Momo's kind of trolling. All right, so 63E just went on one person to get back from AFK. And should be starting when he comes back. And I'm just making sure I get my settings correct for sounds. And I actually have the VoIP muted also, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Those wedges are. Okay. Looks like...
We've got an R from the 26th?
Yep. Oops, I went to the wrong one. There we go. R20.
And just waiting on the 63E for that one.
Yep. Just switched off that.
Of course, I'm very excited to see this. Of course, this is week 1, so we don't have as much knowledge about how these teams are gonna be performing as we will in later rounds. It'll be really interesting to see how them, even with that limited knowledge as well, are going to react to each other and kind of plan for each other.
Especially with the maps being RNG, they actually have random generating maps too.
Oh, that's really interesting. I'm excited to see some of those.
Yeah, those are actually really interesting, the RNG maps. And it looks like we're just starting now. Thank you, Spacey. Right, free roam. Let's see which side. So 26 got the Prussian, and then the 63E got the French. And let me find where they spawn. I would look for the tents because that's where they would spawn at, the tents and the some barricades.
This is a very interesting map setup. Lots of rocks, but very straight shot between the two spawns is going to make the beginning of this round very interesting.
I think, yeah, they can see. I'm going down to ground level to see if they actually see. Yeah, looks like they're able to see 63E guy officer had one of his telescopes out, able to see. So I'll try. So they might go the same direction. I've seen 77 KRA kind of split off a couple times. Try to get a certain setup. It is very different when you don't know what the map looks like, and since it's randomly generated, you have to go with what you see at the time. Have to react there.
Yeah, it definitely makes it a little bit more on the toes for these leaders. You know, you are so used to so many of these maps in this game, even some of the modded ones, just because really good maps tend to be so popular at events. But, you know, you've got a new opportunity.
Let's see, in about 10 seconds, it's going to start. Here, 10 seconds are 2 RRs from both teams. And they are live. It looks like 63E is going to the right of their spawn.
And 26 is heading straight up the middle. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, they're both going to meet. Oh, we're going to have some quick firing on this one.
I'll tell you, the 63E looks really good with that rock placement. Though the farther they move up, I think whoever gets that center hill is going to have a huge advantage here.
Definitely. With 63E actually has the height a little bit more too. They get the rock. Oh, they're going to be very close in this one.
Oh, this is going to be a tough battle for the 26th.
Oh, 63 actually set up first, but the 26 was able to get behind the rock just at the right time.
And it looks like an early charge coming out from the 63E.
Oh my. Oh no.
26 doing good start off, but the 63E firing into the melee.
Yeah, that was a good choice by 63E going to the firing melee. They had less people in melee at the time, so they're able to get more of the 26 and then their own teammates both charging. It's going to be a quick round.
And I'll tell you, I definitely expected a lot of melee, but I did not expect it in the first 15 seconds of, the first minute of this map. That combat did not have a lot of gunfire.
No. 63E took that first round really quickly. That was one of the quickest matches I ever saw.
Oh, yeah. I mean, gaining that high ground early just gave them a huge advantage. Even though they didn't do so well in that early melee, the smart move to hold back on the second line and fire into the fight was huge. That was absolutely instrumental to their success on that round.
Sorry about that. I put the score in the wrong team. It should be 63E1 26-0. That was such a quick match. That match was quick. I don't think he even hit like 7 minutes. Oh.
And this is a very interesting randomly generated map. You know, we've got snowy mountains all around. Very dark dirt on the one side, grass in the middle, and then desert on the other side.
Not as many rocks as the last one. Actually, not that much of terrain, but there is still some hills.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how they make use of this. Somebody can get a good position on firing early. They might have a great start of this match.
I could probably see the 63E going for that the one rock in the middle. That's
I mean, you've got really good cover all the way up to it. And if you're not able to secure it very quickly, you've still got a great position in that kind of middle divot between the rocks.
And if they're able to line up very quickly, they get some shots off early, maybe pick off 1 or 2. Because I've seen a lot of shots be about 100 meters, at some of the longer ones, to 120. And the only time if they get close, they're going to go straight to melee right after they shoot.
And less than 5 seconds till this match begins. Well, this round begins.
They're going. Oh, looks like they keep it away from each other. 63E looks like being one single line. Up, or close to each other, almost looks like one line, while 26, a little bit split. They're going opposite directions of each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. We see that divot almost being ignored by the 63E in favor of that slightly higher ground in the backfield, which I can't say I blame them. I mean, with the way that the 26 is moving up right now, they could have a really good shot across some of these flatter portions.
Yep. It looks like it's one line of 6 and one line of 4. Trying to see who's leading both lines. You got Two-Tone and Perfect Name leading their lines for 26. Looks like they're starting, yeah, they're getting cover right now. Try to scout out.
And the 63E really making use of some of the hills for cover here. It looks like only a single officer for the side of 63E, and that's Matt Robes.
Yeah, I think they're, yeah, the 26 only has one officer. The Cannoneers are the seconds. Yep. Oh, shots by 63E that just missed, but it looks like 26 is lining up already.
I really like the use of the 26 using their smaller line on that holding position. If what there really was, I think 63E was going for was hoping to bait out the 26th and then take a shot at them. But using that smaller line meant you did not have as many soldiers exposed in the event of that happening.
Yep.
And of course, using them for cover prevented 63E from popping up.
63 just took one out. 26 wonders from the big line, so able to get first blood. Looks like just spread. 26 one line. There's a small line, or it has a reloads, or the big line's getting their reloads right now. 63E looks like they all have their reloads also now. So Matt Robes and Jacob is the line leaders for the 63E. Both just scouting, waiting to see what 26 will do. Ooh. Which one does 63 did fire first?
63E, some great shots, but no hits off of them, didn't look like, with 26 getting that kill. It's going to even up that score.
That's big to even it up.
Tell you, a lot more conservative this round than the last one. Definitely playing a little bit more defensively on both sides. So we'll see how they react to that as 63E starts to pull back a little bit.
Surprise 26 does. Well, they leaving one line, because I was about to say 26 didn't take their shot if they saw him leave, or they didn't see him. While 63 is leaving one line to make sure, giving some info. Ooh.
Could be the mother of all flanks coming out of the 63E right now if they're able to pull this off.
If they're being preoccupied with the other line, yes.
But no kills coming off of that volley from the 63E.
Yeah, that looked to be about 100 meters from the tree, so that's about top of heads if you're going with the hill. Oh, every line's getting their reloads now.
Seeing the 26 move to prevent that flank. Probably going to make use of that rock just ahead of them to maybe advance a little bit. Close the distance.
Yeah, 63E saw that, so they're moving back, trying to help out their line. And 26 starting to go back again, that one line. But they're definitely going to be using that rock. That rock's going to be big cover for them.
And it looks like you almost have the 63E left line holding down the 26th right line, while the 26th left line holds down the 63E's right line. A little bit of a stalemate here, broken by some fire from the line behind the rock.
Yeah, they just noticed they're getting their line, both their lines getting close to each other. Okay, so 63 still leaving that one line for that small 26 line. Well, Matt Rose is taking their line for another flank. With those shots missed, they were lucky. Oh no! Shots from the rock took out that mini line. They have to form up with the bigger line because they're not a line anymore. Oh, that's rough.
That is going to hurt a little bit. You could get very easily outmaneuvered if they stay as a single line there. Though the 26 retreating back a little bit to make use of that tree.
63 try to take their shots. Thought they maybe could take someone, but able to get in tree just in time. So forming that big line now, getting their reloads. 26 is starting to move out from that rock.
And again, they're going to want to get that mother of all flanks, especially because they know that the 63E is all stuck together now. If they can get to one of those sides, they could easily outmaneuver the 63E and hit them from both sides simultaneously.
Okay, it looks like 63E split their lines again, able to have a line of 3 and a line of 4. Ooh, shots
Which I think is
just
definitely a
missed.
smart move in this smaller format.
So looking at 63E shots now if they see anybody. So small line giving, covering while the other line just got their reloads done. 26 is moving out, their big line. Both using a rock for cover.
And it looks like 63E is going to go for a bit of height off of this rock as well. Might give them the advantage as they take some shots, but nothing comes of it.
Nobody hit from both sides, but we'll see what this 26 over this rock, see if they see that Matt Rhodes moving. Looks like they do. Ooh. Which one will fire first? If they actually see each other. Oh, 63 sees first, but they miss. And 26 missed also. Ooh.
Bit of an interesting choice by the 63E, but it might have been also to draw out those shots so they can get to better cover through some of these more exposed areas, because now they've got the rock between them. Feel a lot safer than crossing that area with knowing that that other line had their shots.
Oh, the smaller 63E line starting to get shots thrown at them. It's 26 moving up. See if they hit anybody. Oh, barely missed with that horizontal deviation. Looks like that small line's trying to get set up to actually fire again, but not able to get the time for 26 coming up.
I'm going to see another volley coming out from the 26th, but again, not finding anybody with those shots as the 63E is able to link up both of their lines at this large rock.
Yep. But, oh, 63E is trying to use the height of the rock.
I love the play. It helps negate that hill cover a little bit, but they've got to be able to, they've got to hit those shots to make up for it.
Those are good height shots. It's just the horizontal seem to be just off. 63E
Yeah.
trying to do a flank on 26 rock.
Oh, and
Oh,
who's 63E finds some kills.
And they just tied it for the round with a minute and a half left. If it still stays this score, then it's a tied round. Oh, 63E small line trying to move up so they get one more person out.
And that's an aggressive but risky choice. If they're able to find that one, then it's going to be a great round victory. But the 26th is going to find a kill on Matt Robes.
Oh, it looks like the second's taking a spot for Matt Robes. See if they're going to be forming up. All right, they're going back to get their reloads. The other 63E line trying to be aggressive against 26. They see those two lines. They need to form up and fire quickly.
I mean, they are currently down by 1 kill.
Oh,
and they find 2 to give them the lead. Straight into the melee. They've got to be smart in this melee, not lose too many, and they're doing phenomenally in it. Currently 8-5, 30 seconds remaining. All down to the clock. 63E might have this in the bag. A great kill coming out to finish that off.
Didn't help that 26 team kill one of their own guys. I thought it was going to be dire for 63E at first. How they were down 2 for a good 6 minutes. And then able to come back.
It looked very rough for them. But, you know, a great strategy allowed them to come back. That aggressive play right at the end certainly caught 26th a little bit off guard. And, of course, they were able to capitalize off that with a great showing in melee.
But 26 definitely not out of it. That's only 2 maps done. They can still come back, and they had a chance on that map, and it looks like they're gonna probably have I would say they kind of do similar tactics, such as staying back a little bit because 63E has such better meleeers,
Mm-hmm.
but 26 has the better shots at times. About find
Yeah,
out.
so we'll have to see if they're able to set themselves up in great positions again and keep the 63E at distance. They should have this map.
Uh, is it-
And this is looking even more sparse than that last one.
oof.
Mostly hill coverage, but that big rock is going to pay to the 26th's favor.
Yeah, I can see them paying to the favor of 26. It looks like in no man's land, but I can see it being closer to 26 because they have a couple hills and rocks to help them cover, while 63E only has just some hills.
Yeah, it could that could be the game changer here and give 26 their first round win here. But we'll have to see. I mean, 63E, of course, doing well in the melee, so if they're able to cover some of this distance, they'll be able to finish it off. And apparently there was a little bit of FOL by the 26th last round that they're going to have to watch out for to make sure they don't do again.
Yeah, because I think the first is a warning, and then the second will be automatic slay.
Hmm.
So both teams starting to move out. I wonder if they're gonna get close again, like the first round, do like the second round where they separate. 63E is going for that, straight for that rock. See if they get the hill and the rock. While 26 got the going right side of their spawn. They got a tree and some hills. They actually see each other.
Definitely some interesting strategy coming out from both sides. Wanting to make use of those hills, great idea. But almost wonder if they're going to spawn trade with the way that they're moving around each other.
Maybe. Looks like 63E definitely took that rock. Two-Tone trying to scout out. See, he probably saw the one guy at the rock. Whoa, perfect name. Seen that big. Oh, 26 just did the first kill. That was a big kill. Oh, it's OA though. Officer aim. Actually, no, if it was over 100 meters. Nope, not officer aim. It was over 100 meters. That is allowed. Over 100
Dang.
meters. Yep.
And that is a great first kill for the 26. Taking out that officer immediately is going to make a huge difference on this battle. A lot of advantages from having that officer. So 26 is going to be in a pretty good starting position here.
Gonna start going
And
over to where 63's line is now looking. Yep. OA invalid over 100 meters. Well, who's taking over that spot? Looks like Cutlash. 63E just did 6 shots. Someone just got hit from their own line, but he's not dead yet. Ooh, both teams just trading shots, but 26 got one kill to take the lead of the round.
And that is some phenomenal shooting by Marius Varius to make that shot. I mean, it is hard to get a 100-meter kill when you're firing at a whole line, but hitting that single officer, especially when he had such good coverage around there, really was phenomenal.
Yeah, 63E staying passive right now, trying to see if they saw. They don't see the 26 over by the rock. They just only see their other line. 26 doing some shots, just missing. 63E just missed some shots. Both lines just missed their shot, while 126 lines is moving to reinforce their line.
And I gotta say, I like the 26th move there. Forcing out the shots from the 63E and laying up a little bit of a distraction allows the other line to move around the back and hopefully give them the field position that they're looking for. But the 63E moving out to their right is going to call that line back across.
Oh, 26 might be put out of position with 63 AC up now. Oh no! Backup lines took out another 63E.
And this is looking in the favor of 26th right now. They've got to keep on this though. Make sure that they stay in the advantage. It is only a 2 kill advantage, so it could swing either way. And if the 63E is able to close up that distance and get into melee, it's it is a deficit that they can definitely overcome.
So both 26 lines moving out. 63E thought they might have had a shot, but they probably didn't. They didn't want to take that chance, take a shot of miss, and get caught reloading. 26 going for some flanking maneuvers right now. See if it pays out for them. They're already up by 2s with less than 6 minutes left in the round.
And it looks like a little bit of scouting going down by Two Tones, as he's looking to see where he wants his line to go. It looks like definitely playing a bit more defensively, making use of that land between them to prevent the 63E from getting close to a melee with 5 minutes 30 remaining is a pretty smart strategy, as the 63E definitely is going to be wanting to close that distance as soon as possible.
Two's going. I don't know if they saw the 63E line went to that rock, but they should be able to see that other 63E line that's in front of that tree.
And very defensive play by the 26, rotating across the opposite way of the 63E line is a little bit safer than moving to cover the flank, but the 63E is going to try to cover their flank, as the 26 is not able to find any kills off of those shots.
But with those shots, both them still able to get their reload, while 63Es won their lines moving, not able to line up just in time to get aimed by. So this is 26 game right now, playing back more than playing back away from the 63E, not letting them get too close to get shots and then melee.
And of course, we see them every time the 63E line moves across to cover them. This 26th backup line is going to be moving to the opposite side, just really not forcing an engagement, which is smart when you've got that 2 minute advantage. Sorry, 2 kill advantage, and you're just trying to keep it in a nice ranged fight.
I would say it's kind of hard to say be aggressive when you're down by 2 in the round, but 63E needs, if they really want to catch back up, they need to get a couple shots at least to hits.
Yeah, they've got to engage a little bit more, I think, because it's definitely they're letting 26 kind of control the pace of this battle right now, and that is just going to let them keep it slow and defensive, as the clock is their enemy right now. The 63E has got to get those kills relatively quickly to make it up and hopefully force this into a win. And they find one on Legion.
Ooh. And that was just a single shot. The whole line did not shoot until after that kill. Whew. They take a little bit by time. Might as well get one right now. They could get one later.
Yeah, this is 3 minutes remaining. It's definitely getting closer. 63E only needing to nail another shot to tie this up.
63E backline try to do some shots, try to hit 26. I'm surprised they're staying back. Yes, Rorkai 26 did lose 2 rounds, but they might have a chance for this round. They're up by 1 in the round. It definitely melee difference. That's why 26 wants to keep back from 63E.
Oh, and we see another kill coming out in favor of the 63E to tie this up. 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, looks like that line has to form up. See if 63E gets a shot at them. They're moving. All right, they did not able to see. Oh, no, this is big now. So if it stays tied, I think it would just be a tie round, or might be team score. So whoever has the highest score for the team.
Oh, passive warning coming out. Yep. That's going to hopefully spur a little bit of action between these two.
Ooh,
as we're seeing.
Yep, 26 trying to set up. No. Oh, perfect
Kalash
name. Just
looking
saw
for a
that.
bit of a flank.
Yeah, 26 just saw that flank trying to come in to the right.
And a good setup. They're going to be moving off, though, the 26th.
Ooh, Sprite
With a
63
minute
shot the
remaining.
big line. They could have get that smaller line, but I don't know if they actually saw him. 26 trying to get some shots from their small line, see if they get one person. Just missing. While Perfect Name's taking his line. It's going for a very long distance shot.
I mean, with less than a minute remaining and tied up, the 26 need to find some kills, and they find one. That's going to give them that slight advantage again with 40 seconds remaining. 63E running up both of their lines, looking to force this into a melee.
They got to get
30
their
seconds
reloads
remaining.
quickly. I don't know, 63E big line got their reloads. I know their small line did. 26 needs to get their reloads or need to get in cover right now.
I think both 26 lines have reloads. 263E kills come out. And no answer from the 26th is going to give the 63E an advantage with 10 seconds remaining.
Oh, looks like Spacey and his line's trying to go into melee. They're able to make it in time.
5 seconds. The 63E is going to pull off, and that's a genius play as this clock expires. What a turnaround by the 63E.
That is mind games. That is just mind games between the two teams. But that last two shots. Oh.
I mean, you needed two people to nail their shots in those closing seconds, and the 63E was able to deliver.
That's... This is making me sweat.
I'll tell you, it's getting very exciting, and it's a little unfortunate that the 26... I feel a little bit bad that the 26 didn't win that round. They did such a great setup, but credit to the 63E for pulling off that victory in spite of the 26 seeming dominant for the majority of that round.
They just able to get that position just right in time, able to line up just in time, and some of those shots are... Those are hard shots because the vertical... the drop off and the horizontal at the same time makes it very, very rough to hit.
Oh yeah.
But 26 plans for engaging has been doing well. Just one little misstep just only cost them. But if they try to keep it up, they still have a chance. It is 3-0 and it's a best of 7, but goes full 7 rounds for point differential for when it comes to tournament for the playoffs.
And the 26, of course, does not want to put themselves out week 1 with no round wins. That is always just a little bit painful on the start of a season. But I think they should have a round win coming up in one of these, hopefully.
Oh, we got a veto from 63E for this map. Not yet, Rorkai. There's whoever has 4 wins, or it's best of 7. So right now, 26 still have a chance. Yep. And a team is allowed to veto a map to have it changed since it's randomly generated if they feel like they don't feel comfortable on the map.
And I got to say, I agree with the use of that veto there. That was a very kind of open map. That would have given the 26th maybe a little bit of an advantage with the long shooting corridors with little cover. Oh, and the 26th using their veto immediately.
This is open space for Dead Man's Land, the whole middle. That's another rough map. RNGesus is not happening well for either team.
And I mean, you have the vetoes for a reason. It's perfectly good to use them when you feel that map is just not right.
And time to see what this map is.
I like this map a little bit better. The flaming trees are an interesting touch by RNGesus.
There's a flaming tree? Where? I need to find a flaming tree.
couple of flaming trees.
Ooh.
Mostly on the east-southeast side of the map.
Oh, yeah, I definitely see. Imagine someone accidentally running into that. That'd
I'll
be a
tell you, there's been
GG.
a couple times I have told newer players that the flaming trees on that one map don't actually hurt you. The
Hmm.
results are usually pretty funny.
Uh, so I'd say this map looks about even for Dead Man's Land in the middle. Maybe some more cover between the rocks, but then you got the flaming tree that they have to be careful towards the right of 60 of the 26 spawn. Should I say? I'm at 26 side right now. There is some rocks to the left of them too, but nothing. 63 has a better chance of getting some rocks on their end.
And nice rolling hills should be good for some of these engaging. And it looks like a lot of kind of longitudinal uh, hills, so it should give plenty of room for cover for flanks.
I think this may be a 26 map because it's not a lot of cover, and 26 could get some lung shots off.
And we're seeing both teams moving opposite of each other, with the 63E moving southeast and the 26 moving a little bit more northwest, but very long distances from each other.
Yep. Oh, 26 just did some long shots, but that barely missed. Looks like 63 sending one line up just to help cover fire.
Those are some very long distance engagements between these two. Getting as close as they are is a testament to their ability.
Looks like 63E is trying to bait him in. They kind of want to get close on their terms rather than the 26 staying far.
So the 63E backing themselves into a little bit of a corner as the map border is not that far from them.
Think what it
If
is,
they're not careful, they might get stuck in.
Yeah. Oh, shots just being low from 63E. Not being close to 26 at all right now, but 26 getting their lines ready. They see 63E's line coming from that one rock from between two trees. I don't have the main map on, so I couldn't tell compass directions.
And again, a bit defensive from both teams as they're really being careful pushing up across this middle area.
Going to about ground level. It's very hard to see with these hills when you got multiples. Hills trying to look up, especially if if one line comes up, shoots the officer by accident. Both shots being fired from two lines. Trying to test out. 26 still trying to stay back a bit. Don't want 63E come up melee.
And the 63E still surprisingly staying a little bit further back, but it has worked out at least decently well for them. Avoid those early casualties, and when it gets a little bit more desperate, see what you can do with it. But
And
26 able to find one early.
right when we were saying that, 26 just did a headshot. Oh, 63E just got one now. Oh.
Great return. I was going to tie that up really quick. 63E was not having it.
Two Toads line, do have to be careful because they still have that line to the left. They're looking at him now, see if they could get a shot. Maybe arc over the hill. Really close shots against 63E. I'm going to go over to 63E's side right now, see where they're going. Matt Rove staying where he's at. Jacob T trying to do some shots long range against the 26 line that just shot at them earlier. See.
Yeah, and it looks like the 26 moving up a little bit with their larger line. Now that there's the lull in fire due to 63E having to reload. And they're going to look for a shot there, and they find one. But, in a 10v10, 1 kill is huge.
Definitely. That Marius don't miss. He do not. That was Marius. Yeah, that was a really good shot, 105 meters. I'm not able to see that quickly because I was watching Matt Robe's line, see where if he was going to be flanking or moving up. But wow, 26 getting those long shots, that going to help them. They take out more people, less melee against them.
And they're going to need that. I mean, the 63E has proven very solid meleeers, even at, say, like a small numerical disadvantage.
Perfect name trying to get his line. I don't know about that shot was going to be legal. I think he was still kind of in line, but that's kind of misfire from someone from the Perfect Names line. But I think he was still in line, so still not a rule break right now. But he has to get that reload. Perfect Name not able to move out while he has to reload. Looks like. Trying to see. 163E's line going way back now.
Yeah, the 63E pulling back a considerable ways. Maybe looking for a flank with 4 minutes 30 remaining.
And they just
maybe
got someone
clearing up that retreat if necessary, because again, they do have that wall right there, so they have nowhere to go to the left. They have to head to the right.
63E just tied it up too, so that's actually really helpful for them. For when, whose line is it? Jacob's line's moving. Really big flank. He's trying to stay hidden for the next 4 minutes, while Matt Robe's line is going to try to fend off against the two lines of the 26.
And I like the 63E setup. They're going to crouch and then immediately stand and fire. Ooh. And backing down quickly. But it looks like the 26th might be ready for that flank as they're moving to their right to counter.
Yep. Matt Rose backing up from 26 right now. I'm surprised they're backing up unless they just see that numerical advantage. They can't take it. Oh, 26 definitely saw that flank, so they're keeping away from Jacob's line. Very smart play. Try to still keep away from those meleeers.
Minutes remaining. They're going to be wanting to play it a little bit safer, knowing that they, as long as they have that distance, they can keep taking some shots and maybe find a kill. And we see some shots falling just short from the 63E. It looks like they were going to try to arc it over the hill.
Perfect Name just saw Matt Robe's line lining up and just getting out of their firing range when they shot. But both lines trying to see if they can take out that line. Close shots.
No kills from it. That's a little bit painful, but it's a lot of that because 63E was able to spread out so quickly, just made it such a difficult target.
And Jacob's line's able to move up a little bit closer while both 26 lines gain their reloads. See what happens. Perfect Name sees Jacob's line. Not setting up to fire yet. But Two Tones looking at Matt Robes. He just saw him. He's able to get the arc. Nope. They got to get their reloads now while Matt Robes is having his line come up. Oh, they're coming up close. They want to get in melee really quick before they get their reloads. Oh, it's going to be a pincer maneuver right here.
Oh, and the 26th finds... looks like they found 3 there. 63 finding some more. Great shots on that pincer maneuver is going to give 63 the advantage with a minute 30 remaining. The 26 is going to be retreating out of there. They need to find 1 kill to tie it up.
Yes, they do, but they Oh, they need to get the reload. 63E wants to get close. They already did their shots. See which one's going to have first. If melee's going to happen first or if there's going to be shots. Oh, 63E got their reloads. Oh, no.
And it's down to perfect name. Is he going to be able to get 3 kills to tie it up in a minute? Or 4 kills to win it? This is going to be a hard fight. And he stabs into the smoke, but no one there.
Oh.
And he goes down to give another round to the 63E.
Another close one. Woo. Keep on staying, folks. It may be 4-0, but it's been close this whole match. And
That has
really
been
fun to
absolutely
watch.
insane.
Oh, it's going down to the minute. You get the first round to happen. It's just over in like 2 minutes, but now it's going down to the wire. 20. It's getting crazy.
Yes, and a lot of that just the teams getting a better feel for each other. The 26th now knows maybe don't let the 63E get in so close. And the 63E being a little bit more hesitant against the 26th fire.
Ooh. Now this is an interesting map. Almost like Tahir Desert, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm seeing who has the advantage of the rocks. Got 63E left their spawn. They got a couple rocks with some hills. But then closer to the middle, it looks like 26 has more cover with their rocks to the left of their spawn. It may be a match that 63E won, but 26 he can still get 3 rounds after this. So it's not a give up. It's not a give up. Peter. Rourke, no. I'm not paid for this. BMG hosting does not give me money. Big Mamba forces me to do this. I'm getting HFL nightmares.
Yeah, Rokai, we are being held against our will in Spacey's basement and told we have to cast this.
Oh, Big Mamba has the hostage. Wait a minute. I'm allowed to say it. He's doing the 22 LR battle against 45E. I'm safe right now. All right, 5 seconds to the match starts. Nobody vetoed the map. I'm surprised. And they are moving out now.
The 63E agreeing with our naming of this as almost Tahir, calling it Tahir Dog for themselves.
Yes. Oh, 63E just took a rock. They probably thought the 26 will use. Thought 26 will use the rocks that left of their spawn. Seems like 26 keep away from that. Very, very surprised. Well, he used the hills as cover. 63E shots just barely missed. Looks like Perfect Name's going to get his line set up. Wants to get some long shots against 63E. Looks like those just missed. So already some long shots, but they haven't been close right now. Oh, excuse me. Time for another passive. First couple minutes, trying to test each other out.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how they move against each other. I doubt 63E is going to want to give up this rock. It is a really nice position. And 26 taking some shots, but no kills either side yet.
And Matt Rose and Jacob just took some shots to each other. Looks like they miss. And, oh, one of Jacob's lines just got hit from a 26, but he's still alive right now. They're moving. They're going for a flank. They're backing up now. Going back to their spawn.
And that could be a huge flank if they pull it off. If they can get to this rock before the 26th get their reloads, it's going to be huge. And they are going to get to it. Now the 26th in a bit of a risky situation.
Matt Rose trying to move out too. He just got a passive warning just in case. Oh, there's both lines 26. Probably sees Jacob's line. They're getting themselves set up. Matt Rose is trying to go around 26 line. 26 using that rock. Oh, they get some good shots off against Matt Rose.
They have to be careful, though. They do have that line on their flank, but they're going to use their smaller line maybe as cover here.
Maybe.
They might not see the flank.
Probably 26 trying to go around Jacob's line. Jacob's line trying to back a bit. Matt Rose staying up. See what happens here. Giving each other's information. Talk about restraint from 26, not shooting at Matt Rose. Says he's the officer, can't be officer. Aim must be less than 100 meters right now.
It probably is. That is dangerously close. Both sides. We'll win a risky shot coming out by the 26th.
Oh no, they're going to be pincered. Oh no.
And Spacey finds one, but Serb von Gren finds one for the 63 to tie it up.
Oh, Matt Rose has his line setting up right now against Perfect Name's line. And, oh.
26 getting hit hard right now. Very good aggressive play by the 63E. Making use of that flank. I really got to give them credit for waiting on it as long as they did. They had a lot of options to use that early. But they waited until the exact right moment.
Ooh, 26 had definitely backing up now. They don't want to get close to 26, the 63E. See if they actually have their reloads. Yes, 26 line does have their reloads. They have to be only one single line. There's only 4 of them left. Only one 63E has been killed this round. And they really want to surround 26.
It's going to be a tough fight for the 26. They've got to pretty much nail every shot. And they're going to make every bullet count because the moment that they fire, they're going to get hit on both sides for melee.
Trying to take a shot left.
They're not able to find any with them.
Oh.
And the 63 is lined up.
Oh, they're just going melee. They don't care. Oh. They want to go melee, but they want to shoot also.
Spacey avoiding a lot of shots as the 63E gets one kill there. Spacey goes down. That's down to 2. Only Big Hunk remains. It's going to be a tough fight.
Definitely.
And he is going to go down to finish it off.
That was a massive flank by 63E that really turned the table in that round. Also Kaldire, I'm probably saying the name wrong in chat. Kaldire Lord. It's been interesting with this map of how 26 likes to be away from 63E's melee, and 63E trying to come up close. Most of the rounds have been very close. The match score is very misleading, but right now it's 5-0 for 63E. Also, make sure I did.
Yeah. Only 2 more rounds. And as the 26 is surely feeling a little bit... I'm sure they're feeling a little bit upset with the way the score is right now. As they have, obviously have been fighting extremely hard and just haven't been able to claim a round yet.
But it's not like 26 hasn't able to fight back at times, or like they get the lead early. It's just 63E just fighting back. So it's not like a waste, or like 26 doesn't have a plan. So it's not like they have to go on the fly sometimes. And once they go on the fly, it's mostly a lot of backing up, keep away from 63E. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean it's difficult. 63 has definitely been good at forcing the advantage when they're able to claim it, and that has made it a bit of a struggle for the 26th.
Yeah.
So they've got to be very careful.
Well, I've seen a lot for the past couple matches. What I've heard before, it's not really the shooting or meleeing that's what makes or breaks. It's um, the line movement, where the line is positioned. And this map,
Yeah, I mean, you definitely saw that last round.
This is an interesting map with one side being very sparse and covered, and one side, the other side opposite of it, have a decent amount of stuff. So, see where they go. Looks like 26 is trying to go up middle. Going a little bit left of their spawn, while 63E is going right of their spawn.
It's interesting that the 63E did not go for that middle rock for cover, but their strategy might play out as they make use of these hills and find an early kill.
Oh.
As the 26 rushes for that rock.
Yep. That's a quick kill, but they can still get some long shot kills by 26, and Two Tones line is still a line as long as they have at least 3 people on the line.
And if 26 is able to get in really good positioning, it will turn the tide for them pretty quickly.
So, looks like 26 lines and 63E's line trying to shoot each other right now. 63E's moving away. If 26 gets the shots. Ooh.
Ooh, another kill going in favor of the 63E.
That's just very unfortunate. Some good shots from the 63E.
We're seeing some height advantage coming out from the 26th. Using that rock as cover might give them a little bit of height they need to be able to arc some shots down onto the 63E. But another possible big flank coming out with the 63E heading a little bit more easterly.
Yeah.
Set up a position, maybe push the 26th off that rock.
I think Two Tone saw it, but he's in a bad position because he still has, looks like it's Matt Robes or Jacob's line being between him and Matt Robes' line. But then, yeah, Perfect Name has his line behind the rock that's just straight across from Jacob. Ooh.
He's going to retreat out of that position. He's going to have to do it soon, as he is losing that cover from the left side. But it looks like they've seen that flank, so they might be able to set themselves up as the 63E rotates away. 26 having a great position up on that rock, but no kills coming out of it. The 26 Two Tones finding one as the 63E advances.
Oh, both 63E's line trying to really get close to Two Tones. Perfect Name's line needs to get their reloads quick to help out Two Tones before they get taken out by the 63E.
And it looks like all lines have their reloads. 63E finds one.
I'm surprised they didn't find more. Shoot at Two Tones line.
And the 26th is able to find one of their own.
Traded.
As they get into melee.
Yep.
Shots coming from both sides. 63E only one finding kills right now, though. Sir Man finding a melee kill. And it's quick into melee again. But the 63E taking some shots.
Still close. It's 5v4 right now. Oh, now it's going to be a 8v5, 9v5. Oh, wow. I mean, 5v1. Wow, I know math. And 63E just took that. 6-0, 63E.
That's just great use of that pincer maneuver. It did not matter how good either team's shooting was. Ultimately, 63E able to push in and force the 26 off of that rock, giving them the advantage there.
Six, 6-0, 63E right now. See, 26 could take one map out of this. But let's see.
And a big desert map.
Tahir number 2. Uh-oh. What? Hold up. Okay, I just had my camera be screwed up. All of a sudden, I got stuck behind the border of the map. I couldn't move into the map.
Oh, that's
I
happened to me
fixed
a
it.
lot with the spawns, yeah.
Yeah, I fixed that. I had to go to spectate and then free roam. Did I?
Fortunately, I believe the map borders actually have a height limit, so you can climb up and over them in cam.
Okay. But yeah, it's definitely.
This is a very flat map.
Wonder if 26 wants to do something different for this last map. Might as well go some crazy tactics.
Yeah, I mean, might as well change it up. Worst case scenario, you lose the round, but, you know, swap it up, see what happens.
So it looks like 6-3 on one side and 26 on the other side. I want to see him just meet in the middle. Looks like no veto, and it's gonna be live.
And you might get your wish of meeting in the middle, both sides running straight ahead.
Ooh. I wonder which one has the advantage for the shooting right now. You got one rock, but then you get the hills for 63. Two Tones line just stopped right now, and perfect name taking that rock for cover. 63E still staying close to each other. No flanking yet.
But this is a tough position to cover. If the 63E want to get in melee, they have a lot of open ground they're going to have to cross. And 26 retreating off a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, you are essentially leaving that area between the hills that they're using as cover completely open to an advance from the 63E. But they might be going for that height advantage on the big rock in the back.
26 just did some long shots. No shots from Two Tones line. Both getting their reloads.
The 63E with that height advantage might help them out.
Looks like those shots just barely missed from whose line was that? Cutlash. Not much moving yet after the first couple volleys. Cutlash moving back, and looks like Jake is moving his line back. Let's see if 26 could take advantage of that. Oh, looks like just repositioning.
And very passive play from both teams as we are over 2 minutes in and not a single kill yet. Some long shots coming out from the 63E.
Looks like none of them hit. They seem to be close, but nothing hit. Looks like 6-3 Cutlash is using that one rock just for that height advantage.
And I gotta say, I don't disagree with its use. It's a great position, gives you lots of cover. And of course, the height will make a huge difference on how flat this map is. But 26th playing a little passively. Not quite pushing up, not quite attacking too hard as we see some shots coming out from the 63E. No kills.
Two Tones once again position to shoot, but he's kind of stuck when you have nothing for cover besides that one rock. Looks like perfect name trying to set up close by. Probably sees Cutlash line moving closer to Jacob's line. They...
And we're seeing some motion in the back by the 63E as they move a bit left to try to get maybe another pincer off on the 26th. Cutlish leading that line. But they're playing very close to their other lines, so it might be spotted.
26 know that Jacob... Oh, I just had a lag spike. Jacob's line is over by that rock, but I don't know if they saw a Cutlish move.
And Cutlish feels very confident that they haven't, as it doesn't look like they have. He might be pulling a great flank on the 26th here. Was focusing on the main line.
Yeah.
And another warning for passive play coming out against the 63E.
26 trying to take their shots, but those long shots very hard to hit. Time to see it with Cutlish. He definitely knows where 26 are. It's just a matter of if he's able to move in the right spot, but he's backing up.
Yeah, that'd be a tough flank to get off. There's a lot of kind of lines of sight that the 26 could have taken advantage of, but 26 retreating back as the 63E Jacob line moves forward. And retreats back.
Yeah, he saw him retreat back. It's not able. He didn't feel confident using with how there was no cover there. 26 gets some shots off on him.
That middle zone is just so open. It is going to be hard for either team to really get a position off.
No.
2 kills coming out for the 63E.
Perfect name did not see them. That is rough.
And 63E has another rock position that the 26 might not have seen coming up. And some shots come out, but looks like Fires might have been slain.
Might have been.
Not quite sure.
Try to see if that was probably FOL.
I don't know. It appeared to me that he was in line, but it could have been.
Oh, might be also a kill glitch.
Oh, that could be it. If that happened, that is going to be hard to fix.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's going to get revived. Okay, so that was a kill glitch.
Okay. Because I saw that the score did not change at all. It was still 2-0 the whole time. Okay.
Yeah.
We're able to fix it. The technical difficulties got fixed. But it's been 3 minutes left in the round, and 26 got no kills right now. They're able to try to get at least one map. They need something.
And see the 63E moving to prevent any flank, or maybe even trying to get a flank of their own as they're advancing up. 26 looking for a bit of a long shot. And that's Two-Tone's line setting up.
They saw Cutlish. Oh, 26 just got shot off of Fires. After he got revived, he got taken out.
No mercy around here.
Oh, no.
26 finding 2 more.
That was
63 finding more.
Yep, sorry, Fires. Just got revved just to get shot. Yes, that is a rip. 6-3 is up by 3 right now, but perfect name if he wants to go into it. But he has to be careful behind. He still has Cutlish line going against him. This be interesting.
Cutlish is going to be looking to set up here and slam between them. 26 looking to get a shot off before that happens. Splitting their lines. Cutlish trying to move up as fast as possible to support his line. And 26 just not able to get a shot off.
No, they're not able to set up just in time. And they're kind of confused right now. They should charge or shoot, go into line melee. Oh, looks like they're in melee now. They're able to get one person in melee. Try and go for
There's
the
a
rest
team
of the
kill
team.
coming out.
Oh,
And 63E in the advantage as they take some shots. Gren sweating a little bit as Marius finds a kill.
there's still a chance. It's 2v4 right now, and they're trying to do a group fight. See what happens. If there's going to be a team kill. No, it just took out Marius.
And it's all down to Sir, man. That is
Oh,
a tough spot to be in, and he's taken out.
so right now, 7. So final score for the match will be 7-0.
63E coming out with a perfect first run for week 1.
Let me go back to the Elis. So that was definitely an interesting match. How the first round just went straight, like just as very quick, and the rest really took their time.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show a lot of credit to both of these teams for kind of adjusting their strategies on the fly so much. 63E ultimately coming out on top in every round, but the 26 doing a lot to try to counter that 63E melee dominance.
So I don't know if any of them wants to do a interview or not. I think I was about to ask. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to ask. I don't know if they had anybody come up for interviews, because I'm about to ask. That's something I should have done earlier.
It looks like we might have Spacey for an interview.
Spacey. Okay. Hello, Spacey.
What's up, Mass? Hello, Perry.
Hey.
So you're coming up for the interview for the 26th?
Oh, yeah.
And does anybody from 63E wants to do an interview or have been asked yet?
I just asked them. We'll see if they show up.
Okay.
I assume Matt Robes will come.
Okay. So, yeah. Did you expected that first round to go the way it did? Just.
I'm not really sure. So, I'm not one of the line leaders. It's perfect in two tones. I'm the second for our second line, and I don't think we thought we were going to get there first, but we more or less got there at the exact same time. And then obviously, right, they just jumped on us. So it was unexpected, and definitely wasn't how we wanted to start. But that's what happened.
One of the quickest NWL matches I've ever seen. Not matches, but
Yeah.
rounds I've ever seen.
If they're gonna do a melee round, might as well make it quick.
Yeah.
And I see that 26 try to keep very far back from the 6er-E's. Like, I guess he knew that they had a lot of meleeers. So
yep, and that's what I was really pushing, and I feel like if we would have been a bit more distant, we probably would have gotten a couple rounds. There's a couple rounds where we were up by 1, 2, maybe 3 kills until the very, very end, right?
Yeah.
And those were just so frustrating because we'd been doing really good all around, getting some really good shots, good maneuvering, but disappointing that we weren't able to get a couple rounds. But yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, I agree. It feels a little bit unfortunate that the score doesn't really reflect how close that entire matchup was. I mean, it was pretty back and forth for the majority of those rounds. And of course, you guys actually pulling ahead on a lot of them very early and holding onto that lead until
the last minute or two.
Last minute.
Yeah.
When it just some great either meleeing or huge pincer maneuvers coming out from the 63E, just able to turn that around. And I'll say sometimes even just a little bit of bad luck, as some really long shots from the 63E were able to land and kind of break up some of maybe your smaller line and prevent it from being able to shoot.
Yeah, I know we had unlucky to where we were up by maybe 1, 2 kills, and then they would just get this just amazing shot. Mm-hmm. And it would be like, oh, okay, well now we gotta try and get one, right? And yeah, it was. There were some times where it was quite unlucky for us to where, it got to close range and then we would just biff all of our shots. But if it was long range, we were doing great. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Kellis just asked if we want an interview. I just am whenever they're ready. Or
yep, and I think Matt Robe said he needs like just a minute. I think they're doing their end of event announcements.
all good. I think Kellis should just make sure he's asking.
Oh, what's up, Cut?
Hello.
Hello,
GG's,
Kelly.
basically.
Congratulations.
So my first question I gotta ask Spacey, did you expect that first round to happen the way it did? Just so random like that.
Where you jumped off the rock and meleeed us, is what he's referring to.
Did I expect that? Are you asking me that question or Spacey?
You.
You.
Oh, yeah. I mean, expect? No. I mean, we looked at the map or, thinking about places to go to. And then it just, we saw 26 marching down the middle. We're like, hey, we take that. Well, we're going to try to get them in a melee and use our strength. That just kind of happened in the moment. Split decision.
And I saw that 6-3E likes to really get close whenever they get a chance to. So you probably have a lot of meleeers, so want to really get close, get the flanks.
I mean, with the roster like this that has a lot of meleeers, that's probably a strength that we want to play to. But I'd also like to shout out some of our shooters out there. Djobi did a great job today, hitting shots, and I'm proud of the guys' shots today. We won a lot of rounds I didn't expect, due to actually getting kills, volleying, and stuff like that. So it's good to see.
Gotta say, rip fires though, getting kill glitched, rezzed, and then immediately slaughtered. That is just unfortunate for him.
It was very confusing. Yeah, no one really knew what was going on, and then but luckily the rest were pretty diligent. Thanks to them as well, but so pretty unfortunate.
Me and Perry didn't know what happened. We saw the kill, like, wait, is that Slay? Or I'm looking at the
yeah,
score.
because I saw it happen, and I was like,
still said 2-0. I'm like, wait a minute, that might be a kill glitch. But there wasn't that many there was 2 vetoes for maps, so
back
it seemed
to
like
back, yeah.
Back to back,
But how both of you liking like the RNG maps?
I mean, on being a 26th, I thought there was a lack of trees, but we had to make do with just hills. I would have liked there to be more trees, and I'm not a huge fan of rocks for cover. I mean, they're great, but I think they're too bulky, especially for when they're trying to melee us. It's hard to maneuver around them for shooting, and they can just maneuver. They just ran around rocks and got us. So if we could have had a bit more trees, I would have been happy.
Yeah, I mean, I also like trees. I would like to see more trees, but I think it's a really cool game mechanic and really refreshing compared to
last
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, especially the vetoes. That was funny back to back.
Yeah, I mean, every round felt very intense, right? And I remember from past NWLs, it just kind of it was boring, I guess is the best way to put it. Just a lot of sitting. I mean, we were playing quite distant. I don't want to say passive, but distant. So at times it was kind of like it, but
no, I wouldn't say passive just because like you still went up for the shots. It was just to
it was a bit more defensive play.
Yeah,
defensive.
Yeah, I think like last season, everybody practiced the same maps. Everybody kind of knew every hill, and this gives like this really tests a lot of the line leaders' ability to think on the move. Like, hey, can I beat that hill? Can I make it there before that person? And then have to think on your feet. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it also forces you to really nail those shot calls and have your guys nail those plannings. Because you don't know these distances yet. In some of these maps, you've really got a good feeling because a lot of areas the engagement's happening, and you've got a great opportunity here where you have to be able to figure out your distances on the fly and hope for the best.
And with elevation differences.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I see that Matt Robes, is that it?
What's going on, dude?
Hello. So congratulations on that win, Matt and Cutlish. So anything thinking about changing for the next couple matches?
Yeah, I have a couple things that I want to work on and change. There's a couple things that I'm not happy about. And we're going to continue to grind and keep our heads down.
And then kind of similar question to you, Spacey. Like, the match score does not tell the whole story of saying how like the rounds were really close for a lot of
Yeah,
those rounds.
I agree. But it comes down to who wins at the end there. I mean, I think most would agree our shooting we were probably for most of it we were doing better in shooting, or at least long range shooting. We knew we were going to be deficient in melee comparative. So, obviously we don't have a couple of years to develop the team that they have. So really, I think our strategy for going forward is mainly just going to be to keep working on our shooting, get that even better. And I think we also just need to work a bit more in disengaging. I think there was a couple times to where we probably should have just pulled back or somehow got out of those engagements and didn't let them push us. So we'll be looking at that and reviewing the VOD and stuff and seeing if we can improve there.
Okay. And I think that's all the questions from me. If Perry has anything, other questions?
That's everything I have for tonight. Phenomenal performance by both teams and a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Spacey. I have a lot of respect for his regiment. I think his regiment is going to go on and do good things in this tournament. I have no doubt in my mind with the shots they're hitting over the top of and underneath the hills.
Likewise, yeah. I think the best shot is when we got you the officer aim
Dude,
at
102 meters,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
102 meters.
You had to be in that VC, man. That was
The
hilarious.
moment I saw that, I was clearly like, okay, are we okay?
Yeah, I
bro,
saw that, and I was the
102.
first thing that came in my head was OA, but then I saw on admin it's like just over 100 meters. Like, oh,
Dude,
It happened to you last season too, man.
yeah, no, that's not. That literally, I think the same thing. 101 meter last year.
Yeah.
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 And that was just, we couldn't tell what it was. We just saw movement between a rock and a tree, and we said shoot at it. And but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
And thank you for letting me cast again. Thank you, Perry. Come help. And
Yeah, I
really good
heard
match.
that everyone really liked the commentary. I heard it was really good. So thanks you guys for casting the match.
Thank you.